Hi, good evening. Today we are presenting a boarding school from the USA, Thornton Academy. And I would like to shortly introduce Katie Niketakis. Miss Niketakis will present us the school. She's here with a short presentation. And we have two of our students, André from Portugal and Christoph from Hungary, who are here to share their experiences. Thank you very much, guys, for coming. So firstly, I would like to start with a short introduction video, and then we will go on to the presentation, okay? Okay, so I start the files now, the slides, and I would like to ask you, Katie, to start with the presentation. But I think you are muted. Sorry.
Thank you. I muted myself. Here we are. I'm back now. So thank you. My name is Katie Niketakis, and I work at Thornton Academy. And I just want to thank you all for watching this presentation and for being interested in Thornton Academy. We are an old school. We were founded in 1811. And as you can see here, these are our 4 pillars of respect, responsibility, compassion, and investment. So we are a school that welcomes people from all over the world, but we use our 4 pillars to define our community. As Eva pointed out, here's me, Katie Niketakis, and we have 2 wonderful students, Christoph from Hungary and Andre from Portugal, and they are going to talk to you a little bit about their Thornton Academy experience as well. So Thornton Academy is in a great location in the United States. Maine is the farthest northeast state. You can see that we are 90 minutes from Boston, 15 minutes from Portland, Maine, and both of those cities have international airports, so it's easy to access us. You can see that we're very close to the ocean, and we also are close to mountains, and right now it's autumn in New England, and so it's beautiful foliage, beautiful leaves, apples, pumpkins, that sort of thing. It's cold in the winter, lots of nice skiing, and it's absolutely beautiful in the summer, so it's a really, really wonderful location for us. Here are some quick facts about Thornton Academy. Our state, Maine, is the #1 most peaceful and safest state in the United States. So in addition to being beautiful, it's a very safe place to live here. Thornton Academy is a large school. We have about 1,500 total students. About 13% are international students. This year, we have 31 countries represented, including Hungary and Portugal, and some others. So here's our campus. You can see that it's very large, very green, very safe, as I already mentioned, but it's also close to things. So there is a town center with cafes and restaurants, there is a Starbucks, there's other fast food restaurants, grocery store, pharmacy, all within an easy walk from our campus. And then the campus itself is a really great spot too. So Andre and Christoph are in the dorms over here right now. So these are our 3 large dormitories. We do also have 1 smaller dormitory. And then we have a lot of sports fields back here. We have some academic buildings in the middle, including our gymnasium, library, dining hall, technology center, and arts center. And so it's a really, really wonderful campus, large, green, safe, but also within walking distance of things that students want to go to. One of the great things about Thornton Academy is our academic program. So we offer a really, really wide, large academic program with so many different course offerings. So we have over 200 different classes. You can see here 26 AP classes, many, many different things that the students can choose from. So André and Christoph, I'd love to hear from you guys a little bit at this point. What is there one class that stands out, or what has your experience been like for academics? What's your favorite class? Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Hello, my name is Andrew. My favorite class it's maybe AP Calculus. It's really hard, but it's good to trying to improve our scores and everything.
Yeah, for me, it's kind of tough because I have a lot of great classes. Maybe my two favorites, one of them is America's Response to a Changing World, which is kind of like history, but in a more interesting way, if I can say that. We talk about a lot of things. Right now we learn about social media actually and how it affects us, which is great. I also very much enjoy sophomore English. It's also very good.
Great. Yeah, awesome. All right. Yeah, and as you can see, we just offer so many different courses. Visual and Performing Arts is one of our strongest academic programs as well. So if you're interested in that, we offer a lot of different art courses, music groups, dance program. We have a really strong technology and new media program also. So we have a lot of different classes. You can see them down below. We also have a one-to-one iPad program. So all of our students have iPad, and much of the work is done for the classes is done on the iPad. So both in class and out of class. So André and Christoph, maybe I can ask you guys this question. It's a little bit of a curveball thrown at you, but what has it been like working with the iPads as opposed to what you were doing in your home countries?
For me, it has been great. I've been really enjoying it. I prefer typing than handwriting, so I've been really enjoying it. For me, it just made everything easier. I don't know what else to say.
Right.
Okay. Christoph too, because in Portugal you use notebooks and pencil, rubbers, everything. Here it's just a simple iPad, and it's more easy and like complete everything in just one iPad, not 8 notebooks or 9 notebooks.
Great. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and right, everything is together, so it just makes it simplified. And then also as students go off into, university and then the work world, they already have experience working with technology, which I think is going to make that transition easier. Our athletic program is really strong as well at Thornton Academy. So we offer a lot of different sports. You can see them all at the bottom. We have over 50 different sports teams. So whether you want to try something for the first time, like lacrosse that maybe you've never played before, or you are a really experienced, golfer or swimmer or something like that, there's a team for you at Thornton Academy. So we are ranked in the top 2% in the United States for high school athletics. We have so many kids that participate in sports. We had our homecoming football game this past weekend, and it's just so fun to go watch them and see, we get thousands of fans that come to watch the games, and it's a really exciting, place to be. So whether you're playing or just watching the sports, it's a big part of life at Thornton Academy. So our boarding life, I'm going to have the guys talk about this a little bit, but before we do, a couple things to point out. We have, like I mentioned, 4 dormitories, 15 families that live on campus. So our ratio is about 5 students for every 1 dorm family. And the families are really families. They have kids, they have pets. They are all teachers at Thornton Academy, and they're really committed to living in the dorm. Most of our dorm families have been in the dorm for 5, 8, 10, up to 13 years. And so they're really experienced and committed to the students. We also have a nurse that works only with our residential students. So particularly, this year, last year, even the year before, when we were all dealing with the COVID pandemic, we have a nurse that is there to just take care of the students in the residential life program and make sure that they are all safe and healthy. So that's a little bit about the details, but I'd love to hear from André and Christoph about your real experiences living in the dorm. What's it like living in the dorm? How has it been, the transition going from home to dorm? Any comments about that, guys?
Living in the dorm is like the best experience ever because we are all together, and if we need something, we can just talk to each other, spend time with each other. We're trying to avoid using mobile phone and computer to try to talk with each other, know each other's better.
Yeah, I agree. It's great. It's easier to socialize. Like back in Hungary, where I come from, we have to meet up somewhere. I can just take 2 steps and I'm with my friends. So yeah, it's been great. The community is great. Also, we can do a lot of things. So. It's good.
That's great. All right. Well, sounds like you guys are having a good experience, which is pretty typical at Thornton, but I'm really glad to hear that. Okay, cool. All right. So weekend activities, we do a lot of different weekend activities. You can see a sample schedule from March 7th, which is in the winter. See some photos here, but I'd love for one of you or both of you to talk a little bit about weekend activities. Is there anything that you've done that's been really fun so far?
During the weekend, sometimes we plan to go to Boston or a fair or do some shoppings. We can't go to all the activities, but we try to do the most we can so we can enjoy the moment and we enjoy the time as best as we can.
Awesome.
I guess to say.
Yeah, cool. And yeah, what André was saying, if you look at the schedule for March 7th, we went on a ski trip, we did a shopping trip, indoor go-karting, the Portland Museum of Art, a gym trip, and then game night. And so it's impossible to do all of those things, and so you really have to choose which ones most appeal to you. And that's, I would say, typical for a weekend. You can't do it all, but there's at least something that you want to do every weekend. And then this is another student wrote this, but maybe you guys could go through and talk about what a typical day looks like, because sometimes, when you're in another country, you might not be able to sort of picture what a day would look like. So what does your typical day look like at Thornton Academy? A weekday, not a weekend, but.
Well, yeah, I agree with these points. We wake up around 7. We go to breakfast more like around 8. We have breakfast there. After we have classes from 8:30 to 2:45. And after school we always go have some sports. A lot of people have training right now. For me, I go to the gym. There's literally a bus that takes us there for free, which is great. After that, we come back for dinner, and between dinner and study hours, we have around an hour to socialize and just hang with friends, talk to people, and everything. After that, we have study hours where we are in a room and study. And in my opinion, 2 hours is for me at least, it's perfect. I always finish around the end, so there's no time wasted, but I still have time to study. After that, from 9:30 to 10:30, we can do whatever. We usually play ping pong here in Nasan, but we can just hang, do whatever we want. And after that, we go to sleep.
Cool. All right. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Yeah, I love. So it's a fun day. It's a long day, but there's a lot to do. So cool. Thanks for sharing all that. School vacations, just know we don't have to go through the details, but there are 4 school vacations and we haven't gotten to any of them yet this school year, but we will make sure that the student has a place to go. So the dorms are open for most of them. This year, the dorms are going to be closed over Christmas, but if a student doesn't have a place to go, we will find somewhere for them to be. We do offer summer programs also. So if you're not sure that you want to come for the full academic year, you can try a summer program or, just if that's another option as well. The summer program is super fun. You can see all the fun photos here. It's a 4-week program. The dates for 2022 are July 23rd to August 20th. And it's just, we have classes, academic classes in the morning, and then lots of activities in the afternoon and evenings. Maine is so beautiful in the summer. And so coming to the summer program is just a great introduction to Thornton Academy. We have not had it in the summer of 2020 or 2021, but we are very hopeful that we will be able to have our summer program in 2022. So fingers crossed. And then lastly, all of this sort of comes together. And at Thornton Academy, we believe that you can be who you are and become who you want to be. We have students that come to us from all over the world with many different interests, many different backgrounds, many different, just personalities. And at Thornton Academy, there's a place for you and you can really be who you are. And then through our wide range of academic classes and our university partnerships and programs, which we didn't really get a chance to talk about, we help our students to really become who they want to be in the future. So while we're providing a place for them to be now, be who they are, we're also looking to the future and making sure that all of our students are going to be happy, successful people as they grow older. So that's really the presentation. So André and Christoph, thank you. And Ava, I'll turn it back over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much for the presentation. Thank you, guys. And I just would like to add for those families who are interested in the applications, they can turn to their local Yourway offices, and we are here to help them to guide through the application process. So thank you again to be able to participate on this webinar, and hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.